Hi everybody, Nathan Ronen, CFA here with an update for all Level 3 candidates. This is just for Level 3 candidates who are kind of curious about the upcoming changes to the Level 3 program for 2025. If you'd like to continue hearing about this, please press the subscribe button and the notifications button so that you can continue to receive these updates as I post them on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. Well, it's the end of November, it's the end of December 2023 here, I should say mid-December 2023, and we're talking about 2025 already. Wow, blows the mind. But yes, I'm not talking about the 2024 Level 3 program. I'm talking about the 2025 program, where many of you know that there's going to be a change in the curriculum and there are going to be paths, 3 different paths of your selection to pass the Level 3 exam and receive your charter. Now, we had a prep providers meeting this morning with the CFA Institute, so I'm very limited in what I can say, and I don't want to steal the thunder from the CFA Institute, and some of the things that have been discussed, I want to give the CFA Institute the ability and the recognition to come out and let the cat out of the bag with the actual specific hardcore changes. I just want to talk about the paths briefly so that you can understand it a little bit better, which I don't think is too different from some of the stuff that you may have seen, but I'm going to try to add a little bit more color. For 2024, the program is pretty much the same for Level 3, whether you're taking it in February or August, compared to the 2023 program, with one change, that there's no behavioral finance readings per se in the 2024 program. That's it. Let's move on to 2025. In 2025, in order to address the concerns of the real world and the concerns of candidates about a lot of the relevance of readings in the CFA program and the fact that the industry is changing a lot in terms of private wealth management and private markets and things like that, the CFA Institute has decided to institute a very interesting change to their program in the way candidates can pass the Level 3 program and get their charter. So there are 3 paths. The first one, we'll call it portfolio management. That's path number 1. Path number 2 is private wealth management. And path number 3 is private markets. Those are the 3 paths that you can pursue, and you have to select one of them when you're studying for your exam in 2025 for both February and August. You're going to need to designate which path you're going to do before you start doing it. So you'll have to select portfolio management or private wealth management or private markets. And here's the stipulation. If you select, for example, for the February exam, private markets, and you actually fail the February 2025 exam, you can change your choice to portfolio management or private wealth management for the August exam. So you're not set in that one path. You can change your path if for any reason you fail the exam. But of course, if you're working with me, I don't anticipate that that should happen to you. But anyway, the first route, the portfolio management path or the portfolio management route, is pretty much going to have the topics that you currently see in the CFA Level 3 program. The same topics: equity, fixed income, derivatives, alternative investments, private wealth management, whatever, ethics and GIPS, and that kind of stuff, asset allocation. So it's going to be pretty much the same kind of path. We'll call this the traditional path, just like you had in 2023 and 2024. The second path, which is called the private wealth management, will have pretty much a significant portion of the regular route of portfolio management, but then there will be a number of additional readings with respect to the topic of private wealth management. So you'll still have a core component of the curriculum from the portfolio management, but then a significant part will be removed and replaced with additional readings on private wealth management. Boom. Path number 3, private markets. Again, just like number 2, you're going to have a significant number of topics from the regular portfolio management route, meaning the traditional route, and then some readings will be replaced with additional readings in private markets. Now, the actual readings for private markets or the actual readings for private wealth management, I can't get into that right now. I'm going to leave that to the CFA Institute to disclose what they are when they're ready to disclose it. But I want to make sure that you as candidates understand, if you're thinking about getting your CFA charter, it might be wise to get it in 2024 and make sure that you are getting it by August of 2024 so that you're not necessarily subject to these changes. These are not bad changes. They're just going to be significant changes in the way that you prepare for the exam. But if you're going to leave it to 2025, realize you're going to have 3 different routes that you can go through, and you have to select one in advance of doing it, and you can't switch for that exam, but you can switch routes for a subsequent exam if you fail your exam the first time at level 3, which hopefully will not be the case. And again, all of them are going to have a portfolio management component to them. The first one being all portfolio management, which is the traditional approach, which is what has been used for the level 3 program for the last number of years. And then the second or third path will have an element of the portfolio management readings, but then also additional readings on either private wealth management or private markets for the second and third path. Now, again, don't worry about it so much. I mean, I just trying to update you on changes in the program. But if you can, try to sit for the exam in 2024. I'm happy to get you through it. And you can check out my offerings at chalkandboard.org. That's CHALK and AND board, BOARD, chalkandboard.org. And I'm happy to show you how to try to, obviously provide the answers the way the graders are expecting for the essays. I dedicate a lot of time in my recordings on that. And I also spend a lot of time with you understanding the content and applying it to essays and item sets. So let's get this done in 2024. But this was the update of what you can expect for 2025, good or bad. But I always tend to look at change as hopefully a positive thing. All right, well, that concludes this update on the 2025 Level 3 changes. Thank you.